That thing's not fucking straight at all. What the hell was I doing? Thing's a little gay. Not straight. Gotta straighten it. What the now? What's wrong with? We're all fucked. Good morning or afternoon. What time is it? It's 11:30 in the morning. Okay, so it's still morning here. This probably won't be uploaded for another 2 hours or some shit. But welcome back to the morning meeting. I'm bringing it back. Yes, we took a little bit of a hiatus there, because the quarantine and the whole coronavirus thing. COVID, if you're fancy, it's putting a damper on everything around here. So I didn't know what to do for a little bit because me and Danny were kind of like, there was that time where I didn't know if we were able to see each other, and then it's like, you know what, it's for the best that we just don't, because let's just social distance and we'll physical distance or whatever the fuck, and now this is what's happening. So I'm gonna do the morning meeting by myself for the most part. Maybe we'll call in some guests. We'll get Trump on here talking about God knows what, his favorite drug that doesn't work or whatever the hell's going on now. By the way, let's get this out of the way. This is a real motherfucking bonsai right here, okay? I've been growing this shit. This is imported from wherever bonsais are from. I'm assuming some Asian country, but I don't really know. But I've been watering the fuck out of it, and keeping it alive. So far, so good. It looks pretty cool. I fucking love them. I've always wanted a bonsai tree. So I was like, I'm going to get this bit. I actually got it off Amazon. It's not like I went to a forest and dug it up or anything. I bought it on Amazon, and it can't. I know I'm holding my cup like an asshole right now, but that's still hot as shoot. Oh, fuck. So, couple things. First, let's talk about it. If we want to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. My hair. Yeah, I know. I know what it looks like. I know what's going on top of my head right here. Growing my hair out, I've decided. I had a quick conversation with my barber, and I was like, yeah, dude, pretty soon I'm going to have to cut my own hair, because God knows when I'm going to be able to go get a haircut, you know? So I was thinking, you know what, I'll just cut it. But then he was like, nah, grow it out. And I was like, you know what, I trust you because this is your kind of field of expertise. So I'm just going to grow the shit out and just probably look horrible. But whatever. I can't remember the last time my hair was super long. Not that it'll get super like, 80s hippie long or anything like that. It's just going to look trash after a while. And that's what's going to happen. Also, I think my hair is curly at its core. I thought I was about to burp just now. But anyway, yeah, so my hair's all fucked up. It's weird. I know. I can't get a fade, can't get a haircut, can't do anything really. So I've just been drinking coffee, making videos, doing the damn thing, okay? And I'm going to try and do these every single day. You know what? I'm not going to try. I have no excuse. I got nothing to do. I'm going to do these every single fucking day. And not on the weekends, though, because I'll probably just reserve that time for just hanging with the family. Guys, you're getting a good old crotch shot. A crotch shot. I can't even speak. But yeah, so I'll probably not do it. I'll probably do it Monday to Friday, and keep you guys updated on what's going on. And I'll call some people in. I'll call Danny. I'll call Josh. I'll call fucking whoever. Who knows? Who will end up being on the show? Okay. But yeah, I got the bonsai tree. Got my coffee that I burnt my mouth with. I've been literally every single day. I have a hot streak of burning my mouth on coffee, and I don't know if I just have bitch ass taste buds or the coffee is very hot, but I'm going to go with the former. I think I have bitch ass taste buds. Oh, shit. Yeah, I just hope everyone's doing well in this quarantine, because I know it's a weird time. And I was having a conversation with someone. I forgot who I was talking to. It might have been Danny that I was having a conversation with about how like the world is sort of resetting in a way. And I've been watching a lot of weird documentaries and shit on Netflix. Like yesterday I watched like a full it's called Our Planet. It's basically about the jungles, freshwater, all this stuff, and blah blah blah. And there was this thing about this forest that it gets so dry that like obviously there's forest fires, and like the forest just burns to a crisp. And but eventually like life just kind of like built up. And then I was watching Chernobyl as well. Don't worry, I'm not jumping from topics. These are going to make sense. I was watching this thing on Chernobyl as well. It was part of that show. And nature just grows there now. Like humans can't go there for a certain amount of time before it becomes lethal because there's still a lot of radiation in Chernobyl. But wildlife just lives there. There's foxes. There's fucking horses. There's fucking, I didn't even, like when you think about horses, like I can't even picture horses just being out and being horses somewhere, you know? I always picture them being like domesticated in a barn. There's wild horses that are just horsing around. You ever like I've never even like thought it. Like, when have you seen a horse just out and about? You know, not that I've seen zebras and shit either, but like you see them on like the Discovery Channel and like whatever. You never just see a horse. But I saw a horse in Chernobyl. That's where they are. That's where they're all hiding. But there was foxes, there was birds, there was all this kind of stuff in Chernobyl, and I just found it interesting that, the vegetation, the plants, the trees and everything, they're just growing above the buildings now in Chernobyl. Like that was like a ghost town, right? And all the buildings have been, evacuated. Obviously there's no one there, but the like nature just kind of takes over and like it doesn't slow down for anybody. You know what I mean? And I just found it very interesting because I was thinking about what everyone's going through right now, and I was like, these buildings were here and these streets were concrete, and if people still lived here, they'd be like more buildings and there'd be less trees and less green and whatever, blah blah blah. But now that everyone has left, you would think, and people left because they had to or they died there, and like it was a crazy situation with Chernobyl and the fucking radiation and what it did to people for so long. But nature just powers through, and I just found it interesting and sort of relating it to what we're going through, where we're going through like a weird ass time, and it feels like there's sort of a reset happening here. And unfortunately there's a lot of people that are going through a lot and they're dying and they're this and they're that. But just watching that was sort of like, it like gave me hope in a way of feeling like we're gonna get back to normal. Like it's gonna get back to normal. Like that's the only way the earth knows how to be, is eventually things pass and things just go back to normal, like, people could evacuate, and it's not just because this power plant exploded that nothing will ever happen there again. It's like the trees are back, the animals are back. There's fucking horses. They're walking around in Chernobyl. I didn't even know you could do that, So there's horses in Chernobyl, and it was sort of comforting in a way. Like I was watching the whole thing, and I just like watching nature shows anyway. Clearly, I'm fucking, listen, I'm a Bonsai dad now, Bonsai Joe. This is it's Bonsai Joe, Book Joe, Running Joe, by the way. There's a lot of things happening during this quarantine. I don't know who I am anymore. Okay, I got a lot of nicknames. I got a lot of new hobbies. I don't know what's going on. But I'm trying to better myself. So far, so good. My taste buds are still left in the dark, though, because these things are burning their real bitch-ass taste buds. But, I just found it comforting. I don't know if I did a good enough job explaining that because my head's kind of all over the place. But, like I said, something devastating happened, and everything is going to go back to normal and become beautiful again. At the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to get at, okay? And that's not like trying to be philosophical or whatever. That is real fact. And like Chernobyl's like a example where this place had a devastating thing that happened, radiation, blah, blah, blah. Nothing can live there, blah, blah, blah. But after a certain amount of time, the trees will come back and they will grow bigger than the buildings that were left behind. They'll grow through the buildings. They'll grow in the streets through little cracks in the concrete. You give these plants an inch, they will find a way to get through, and then they'll turn into this big fucking forest. So it's like that is what I'm trying to think about, like the light at the end of the tunnel. Like once this is over, everything is going to be better. And when you think about what happened with 9/11, I mean, just to compare it to what happened in New York, I can tell you that I'm looking forward to how everyone reacts when we are allowed back outside and allowed to interact with each other again. Because I remember post 9/11, it was very interesting to see there was a feeling amongst the. I mean, I was only in 4th grade, but even I could feel that everyone sort of felt unified in a way. You know, it kind of felt like we're New Yorkers and like blah, 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 blah. And like right now, New York is probably going through the worst of it as far as, you know, the United States goes, as far as cases and, you know, people passing away and whatnot. And I just feel like in these devastating times, when we come out on the other end of it, it'll be interesting to see how unified and what, you know, things are going to happen. Just another, you know, positive way to look at it is, after 9/11, the airports, like the security, is like so much better now. Because it's like, back in the day, like I remember my mom telling me a story. She snuck on a plane with my dad to California. Like, what? How the fuck do you do that? Or like, you ever see Home Alone? Home Alone 2? He like runs into the woman at the gate and she just trusts that he had a ticket and she's like, yeah, just sit wherever. It's like, I know it's a movie, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? That would never even be put in a movie because it's not possible now. It was possible back then for all this shit to happen. So not that it should take a tragic event to whatever, but if we're in the middle of it, so a way to look at it, a positive light, is that on the other side of this, you have to assume there's going to be more preventative things in place to be a little more, maybe not fully prepared, but a little more prepared than we were for this pandemic. I don't think they're going to ignore a future pandemic. You know, they're going to be like, well, listen, we're going to need a reserve of these things, of masks, of this, even if we never touch them for 40 years or 50 years. We need them somewhere just in case this happens. We can't be, you know, behind again because no one had masks, no one has ventilators. It's a whole fucking thing. So I think in the future, at least I'm optimistic about it. I don't really know. I don't make those decisions, but I am optimistic that, you know, we'll be better prepared for stuff like that because, like I said, with 9/11, once that happened, you can't get a fucking bottle of shampoo on a plane anymore. You know, you got to take your shoes off. You got to take your belts off, take your laptop, put it in a different, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff. And like, I'm cool with it taking forever at the security line because it's like, all right, at least we're being thorough here. We got dogs sniffing all kinds of things. I don't really agree with the fact that I can't pet a fucking dog. All right. They're a cuddly little thing. You're going to walk a dog by me, I'm going to want to pet it. All right. Also, don't get fucking, if you're going to get a cop dog, right? Get a German Shepherd. They're kind of mean looking or whatever. But if you have a golden retriever cop dog, what am I, not supposed to fucking hug it? Don't touch me. I'm on duty. I don't give a fuck, dog. Don't be cute then. Get an uglier dog. Why don't they have like fucking, what dogs are Chihuahuas? Make Chihuahuas be the cop dogs. Those dogs are fucking, those are mice. Those are big mice. Those aren't really dogs. When you really think about it, it's got no dog they're not great. All right. And like, listen, I'm a huge dog guy. I love dogs. I'll pet anything you got. But Chihuahuas, dude, they're just like shaky. They always look freezing cold. Like, and it's because they don't have enough fur. Get some fur on this dog. You know, get a fur transplant or something. That's like another thing. Cats. I'm not a cat guy. I won't pet your cat. I'm allergic and they're assholes. Okay? But some of them, a lot of them, I can be like, that's a cute cat. But I'll tell you who's not a cute cat. Those hairless cats. You know why? Those aren't cats. That's not a cat. I don't care if it's got the same DNA as Mr. Fuzzlesworth or whatever fucking you people are naming your cats. A hairless cat is a big mouse without hair. And it's gross. Throw them out. You know? I was watching the show yesterday about fucking our planet. Siberian tigers. There's less than 600 of them in the world. Have you seen a Siberian tiger? Okay? Google that. Now that's a beautiful cat. Those are the ones going extinct, but these hairless wonders, these disgusting, hairless, loose-skinned. Why do those hairless cats look like they used to weigh 400 pounds and then now they weigh 100 pounds and they have 300 pounds of excess skin? Like they're all foldy. And they have just folds of skin. It's like, dude, you don't have the right amount of skin. You have no hair. You're like barely a thing. You know, they're gross, dude. Those cats are disgusting. Okay? We need to get rid of those. You're going to tell me that a Siberian tiger, this beautiful creature who is a fucking savage and can just walk around the fucking freezing cold winter in Siberia and just hunt shit that has teeth the size of my bonsai tree, which, make no mistake, this is a big bonsai. Those are extinct, but we're saving the hairless cats. Also, not only that, but I'm pretty sure that the hairless cat, very expensive. Very expensive. Disgusting. I don't know how long I've been doing this, but I will say this at the end of it, okay? Tuesdays are back. Today's Tuesday. I put out a video 3 o'clock now. 3 p.m.s. You know, my brother, he has a digital marketing agency. He knows all about algorithms and God knows what now. So I trust him. And he tells me that 3 p.m., the earlier the better. So we're not doing 9 p.m. on Tuesdays anymore. We're going to do 3 p.m.s. Okay? And then I'm going to post about it later in the day so people don't forget about it. But I hope it looks like everyone enjoyed the video that went out on Tuesday. So I'm putting something out this Tuesday. I have an idea for a new video that I'm going to film today or tomorrow. And then put that out the following week. And we're off and running here. Okay? And then we got this show. So tell your friends about it. Oh, fucking God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. What is that sound? Are you hearing this? There's just like little bits of hair coming. All right. I'm done here. Okay? Guys, it's been real. We're going to try and do this every day. Hopefully we'll get some guests in. I'll call some people. Maybe tomorrow I'll call Danny or something. I don't even know what fucking day it is. That's another thing. The days are just blending together. It's Tuesday. I just said that. I'm losing it. But I'm a bonsai guy. Okay? I'm a bonsai guy. That's the thing. But yeah. Also, I think today's the last day that you can get the Dusty Pink hoodies on the Santa Gato store. So if you haven't gotten one of those and you want one, today's the day. Let's go get them. Probably won't bring those back. But there will be more merch in the future. Okay? I'm actually have a call at 2 o'clock today to figure out a merch schedule so there's like a consistent drop of like new shit so that people who want to support or people that want to just rep the shit can do that. So we'll figure it out. But I have to go. It's been real. I'll see you tomorrow.